Alright, you fuckers. But now we're gonna do something different because I actually just saw this pop up on my feed, and I'm actually a really big Valheim fan. Probably link this my own video to my friends so they can watch this because they're also friends. They're also, you know, whatchamacallit, fans of Valheim. So I'll probably link this to my buddy Glip Glaps. Shouts out to Glip Glaps. But yeah. Hopefully you guys like this video. Make sure to go subscribe to Baron Simo. And make sure to go like his vid. Alright, let's check out what's coming to Valheim, guys.
They've revealed that we'll have another update before the new biome arrives, and it will be focused on combat. And we'll even have another new armor set in the game in the future.
Oh!
And there's no better way to start than at the beginning, right? And it was exactly on today's date, May 20th, 2025, that they released this teaser for yet another new creature from the deep north. So let's
what is that? So I'm assuming when you kill him, you get the torch, like it drops the torch as like a resource. That'll be a new
I put together the two
resource?
parts of this new location where we'll have yet another new creature in the deep north. Hello, Viking. We'd like to start by mentioning that we're going to rename these monthly blog posts to a word from the developers, since many of you felt that the name development blog isn't quite right anymore. We hope that the new name is more appropriate and covers everything that these posts cover. We'd also like to assure everyone that we're still working on the game, and there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that we won't be showing for now. The development of the Deep North is ongoing, but we want to leave a lot of it for you to discover for yourselves. That said, we believe that Hever's video this month shows something that you were curious about.
Like on some Infinity War
so,
shit,
to recap, they're not going to show us everything about the biome. We'll find, see, and feel a lot of things when we log into the game, when the Deep North is available to us. But they'll give us a little spoiler so as not to leave us with nothing, right? So let's go with the trailer.
The Voyage of the Hever Blood Oath, or Bloodbath. Something's watching me. It's probably Odin. My man Odin is watching.
I'm not the first person to set here after all. I wonder if anybody is still here.
They should make that as like one of the next updates, like adding NPCs into the game, like more of them, like villagers and shit, like Minecraft.
It's hard to say for how long, but I don't believe I'll find any friends here.
Or like, you know, NPCs that are Vikings. I'm not really sure if this is like a trailer or a sneak peek. What the fuck was that?
And let's go with the spoiler here to see this new creature that's coming to the game. That creature at the end wasn't just part of the wildlife, but rather one of the enemies that you'll face in the Deep North. Her name is Ella King, and we have a picture of her for you too. So there you have it, the little devil of the Deep North, and it looks like she's carrying that lantern that didn't belong to the dwarves. It reminds me a lot, right? The little devil dragged the dwarves away? The little devil sliced up the dwarves. Yeah, man, come on. Here, right, in the realm of assumptions, the dwarves are out, because the house, right, that was leaked in last month's development blog. I even thought it was the dwarves' house, because we have their house in Mists, Ashlands, and it was also likely that there would be one in Deep North. Then, suddenly, the little devil became
dwarves
a
are everywhere in that game.
And that's not the end of the May post, guys. It may have been the end of the dwarves, but the May post continues. And the devs have already confirmed details about a future update to us. In addition to Deep North, we have something to reveal to you too.
I've actually been waiting for the Deep North for like so long now, man. Like me and my friends for the most part, well at least I kind of basically already beat the game. I think I did it with Kevin or Alonzo, can't remember. But these kids still haven't beat the game, dude. Like it's so crazy. We've been playing this game for like years. Literally since like 2020, and these kids still have not beaten the game yet. It's insane.
We're working on a smaller update that will be released before Deep North, focused on improving the combat mechanics. And yes, that finally includes fixing the downhill fight. Man, thank God they're going to fix that. There are times when it's really annoying to fight on a slope. There are times when our sword or spear or any other weapon we use, sometimes it goes through the enemy and doesn't do any damage to them. And it's really bad to fight on the slope. There's the game's hitbox. It's kind of buggy. And now, getting back to the end of the text, but what would a combat update be without new armor? Some of you may have already seen our Instagram story. Yeah, I didn't, total F. But here's a better view of what kind of creature you think it's made of.
Time.
And now it's time to guess. And my guess is that this is a set with Locke's skin and the head of the Fulling Ogre, which is that fierce ogre from the plains. I'll explain my trip here, which is actually more of a question than a trip. When we get to the Black Forest biome, which is basically when the game starts, we have 2 options out of 7. There's the bronze set, which is more tanky, and there's also the troll set, which gives a stealth buff. And in reality, we only lose 6 armor, which isn't much. I even played in the Black Forest video in hardcore with this troll set.
I feel like in Valheim, stealth is like virtually like useless.
I'll leave the card here in case you want to see my questionable gameplay in this Black Forest biome, but in hardcore mode. And when we get to the swamp biome, we also have 2 options, which is the root set and there's also the iron set. And here the difference is already much greater in the amount of armor we gain by doing the iron set, but we still have the option of doing 2 different builds when we change biomes. And in the mountain, which is the next biome, we also have 2 options, which is the silver set to be a tank, which also requires some parts of the wolf.
Pretty alright.
So it's not just an exclusive item,
skip over
we
that
need 2 different items.
It's like ass.
And there's
Silver's
also
like
the first
ass,
set, which requires the cultist's head to complete the 3 pieces of the set. And also loses a lot of armor using the Frith set. But our character moves very fast. So for those who are playing as an archer, it is very good to kite with him, and he also resists fire damage. But when we get to the plains, these 2 options are gone. Hey, we only have 1 new option. There is no longer a set with mobility. And looking at it from above, this set does not seem like something that will tank much, because it is our chest, look, all exposed. Imagine taking a hit from the mosquito.
That arm is pretty cool though.
So, in my humble opinion, this set has to do with things related to the plains and giving us 2 more options. And also remember, right, we can also mix the sets. You can become a Frankston. It is not mandatory to use the complete set to gain some types of buffs. For example, the root helmet, it resists poison damage, and the chest plate resists piercing damage, using these pieces separately with any other set. And what if this new set also has some type of specific resistance to...
Whenever I play Valheim, I like mix and match the armor, so then that way I'll have like stats for everything.
And we already have the Locke's cape, and it helps us not take damage from the cold in the mountain biome. So suddenly there's another indication that we'll have this little...
Fuck the locks, do not get the locks. You need to go for the feather cape, because that prevents fall damage and keeps you warm.
Little set with Locke's pieces. And these new pants from the future set smell
cool.
like
you see,
they're
like,
going to have
whenever
Locke's skin here. And this shoulder pad too, it might tank some specific type of damage.
It basically turns you into Itachi from Naruto with all the, like, the crow feathers.
Which in this case is a jaw, right? I just really think that this helmet won't tank much, but it might have, I don't know, some type of resistance. And here, look, in his little hands, this is not an armor item. This is already a 2-handed weapon that, if I'm not mistaken, I'm almost certain, appears for the first time in the mountain biome. Anyway, comment if you think I'm tripping too much or if I have some
what are those, like Assassin's Creed gauntlets?
And also tell me your theory about which animal will be in this new set that will arrive before the Deep North. And that's all we have in terms of official leaks about Deep North and the future of the game for now. Sorry for the short and poorly edited video. I spent my lunch break making it, and when I have more information, more images, more official news about the future of Valheim, I'll post a video on the channel. I would like to
That's pretty
thank these
respectable.
warriors who put a member in
Man's
the
grinding,
band.
yo. He did this at work. I'm assuming he did this
Don't
at work.
forget
It's
to
cool.
like and subscribe
It's a
to the
lunch break.
channel to give it a boost.
You can hear
We're
the
in
people
this
in the background.
together.
It's kinda funny.
Thanks. Say it.
That's a great video, dude. I want to see coming out of Valheim. What's that first thing? You may know already, Deep North will be the final biome update. That makes Valheim leaving early access. The plan is to get 1.0 with Deep North 2. E1.4 release. Deep North is also planned to be the 1.0. Holy shit. Full release. Fuck, so like 2 years? Damn. It's gonna be like the last biome, yeah. That was pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in